Welcome to Haxby Shed and Odd Jobs and Stickers 6. Usual format, we'll look at some random odd jobs first and then we'll look at the channel stickers. And this time it's a couple of channels in America, both from California, both presenters I met on the ARW live streams which take place on a Sunday evening in this time zone. And I'll show you a bit of their channel video on the digital clipboard. Another odd job. My son bought a caliper upgrade for his car. Now there's two calipers, as you can imagine. One of them was new, practically refurbished anyway, but this scruffy old thing wasn't. And when he bought it online, eBay, he saw that this seal was completely kaput, and this piston is seized in here. Now we've tried to get it out a bit with, pulling it with vice grips. We've moved it a bit, but not much. Now, he has a replacement piston. It's probable that it's rusty inside the caliper. He might have to get another caliper. Refurbed is about 60 quid. But if we can get this out, and if it's not too rusty inside, it may be okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld a screw bar in the bottom of this piston, put a nut on the top with a plate and try and pull it out. If it won't come out first time, I'll try heating up round here and we'll get it out that way. So, start with a bit of welding. I'll start by just tacking it down the bottom, and once it's tacked, I'll move this threaded bar vertically to where I want it and finish it off welding round it. There it is, just tacked. So I'll move it up straight, tap it with a hammer, move it up straight, and then weld round. Right, that's now welded all round. Put this plate on the top. It doesn't really matter how it sits. I know that's at an angle. I don't think that matters. And we'll try pulling it out now. The focus is a bit difficult with the camera, but hopefully you can see this piston here pulling out. So we've managed to get this on the first go, which is quite good. Wait for this to fall on the floor with a big clang in a second. There it goes, look. That's it. Well, now we've got it out, we can see the corrosion's only here. Now that can be cleaned up. And get this seal out as well. It could even be just the metal retainer for this seal that's swollen. All of this, look, is clean enough. So I think he'll be able to reuse this caliper. Well, I've got the fluid seal out, but I'm struggling to get the dust seal off. So I'm going to leave that for him to do, and as far as I'm concerned, that's another odd job done. That saved him 60 quid for a new caliper kit, and also it saved him the money that he's already spent on the rebuild kits, because he's already got the pistons. So that's a bit of a result, really. Same day, another odd job. One of my daughters has just moved into a new house and they've got problems with the showers. Well, particularly this one anyway has a problem because this knob doesn't work, and it doesn't work because here there's a kind of D-shaped ring that goes over a switch and it's broken, cracked here and here. So I need to fix this, and I'll do it by putting a sleeve over it and then just putting some glue in behind. That's the plan anyway. I've looked at various bits of tube that I can use as a sleeve to reinforce this where it's split. So here's a bit of PEX water pipe, but it's still a little bit too slack. And I've got some 20mm conduit here which goes on, but again it's still a bit slack. But I found some conduit with some thicker wall, and I'm just going to machine it out on the lathe, dead on 17mm to slide over this. That's now a nice tight fit. There we are. I'll cut it off short, see what we got. Okay, I've got my reinforcing ring made, and that will go on there like that. It's quite a tight fit. I'm going to use some of this solvent well glue. I'm going to have to be pretty quick because this goes off so quickly, and it's very likely that it'll get stuck halfway. But let's have a go. Keep your fingers crossed now. Come on. Oh, no, that was going off. Hang on. There we are. Oh, gotcha. That's glued on and trimmed. I'm quite happy that the glue set really strongly. So that's another odd job done. Here's a small job, which is much more in the telling than the doing. All I need to do is to reduce the length of this to 27.3 millimeters. A friend of mine has recently taken up astronomy, bought himself a telescope, and he uses it to take pictures. Now, normally to focus a telescope of this size, you would just look through it with your eye and get it focused. But when the camera's on the end, that's not so easy. So having got it right, he wants to be able to repeatably set it to the same focus. And we know we need a spacer, 27.3 millimeters, to do that. Then he can repeat the same thing every time. The problem here is, this is square, obviously. This is my 4-jaw. Oops. Got to think of something else. Plan B, my 4-jaw tailstock chuck. If I can use the 3-jaw to clamp on here, put this here, machine this carefully so this thing doesn't fly out. Hopefully that's it. $27.29, that'll be near enough. Welcome back. Now the first channel I'm going to feature is called the Air Cave Shop. I'll wave the sticker at you, you probably won't see it from there, but you'll see it when I put it on the board. And that's run by Dean. And now he's in San Jose. And I can't think about San Jose without thinking about the song. Do you know the way to San Jose? That song. It sounds very exotic. I don't know what it's really like. I've not been there. But anyway, that's by the by. And I'm going to show you a clip of Dean. He's just starting the renovation of his Atlas 7-inch shaper. Well, I'm a shaper man myself. So, you know, I hope you enjoy that clip.
Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. So I finally freed up a little bit of time to start doing something with this little Atlas 7B shaper that we picked up, and I've had it for about 2 years now and sadly it's just been sitting on this cart and just getting pushed around the shop, just trying to keep it out of the way and so forth. And finally came up with some time to work on it. So the first thing I want to do though is I don't want to work on it down here on the ground.
And the other channel I'm going to feature is Dudley Tool, and that's run by Robert. He's in Simi Valley. He's got about 16,000 subscribers, and in this particular clip I'm going to show, he's trying to do some friction welding on his lathe. It's all very experimental, but actually I learnt a lot from it. So take a look at that.
Hi and welcome. This time around I thought I'd try something new, much like this camera work. I thought I'd try some friction welding. I've seen it on several YouTube channels, mostly in heavy manufacturing. I saw a drive shaft put on a coupling before with friction welding and a couple similar items to that. And the whole idea fascinates me, just friction generating enough heat to cause materials to get hot and weld together. I would assume that at the interface there would be very little oxygen there, so you wouldn't have to worry about as much oxidation. Maybe that's not the case, I'm not very sure. I've got 3 pieces of material here that I thought I'd possibly give a shot with. 6061 aluminum, some form of brass, and common grade of titanium potentially. I'm also going to look for some regular steel. I'm not sure I'm going to do the titanium because it may just oxidize too fast. I couldn't leave well enough alone, so I'm trying a third time. And so I'm releasing the handle at the same time I'm stopping the lathe. And it pulls right out. That's a good sign. It welds every time, it's just not a very strong weld.
You know, on the live stream, the guys from California turn up in short sleeve shirts and we're all freezing to death here. What is it, 19th of March. It's sunny outside, but it's pretty chilly in here. I'm quite envious of those guys. Anyway, let's get these on the door. Those are a nice addition to the board. Let's have a quick look. UK, Belgium, America, UK, America, Australia. UK, America, America. Come on, you folks who are not in the UK or America or Australia. If you'd like one of my stickers, send me an email to this address I'll put up here. And if you'd like one of my stickers, I'll send the one to you anywhere in the world. You don't have to have a channel. I'll quite happily send you a sticker. I hope that was interesting. Thank you for watching. Hacks Be Shared. When I first started this channel, I wasn't really sure what I was going to present. But actually now, as you get into it, there are more topics than I know what to do with and more video than I've got time to edit. And projects and items come up from nowhere. So in the background at the moment, I'm working on quite a big project which might result in 5 or 6 episodes. And then I think just prior to this video, I've put out one about the AT1 inverter. And a few people have asked me, oh, could I explain how I set up the inverter on my Harrison 140 lathe, which is a Jaguar Cub IMO inverter. And they're interested in, you know, this remote control, how I set up the reverser switch, the original switch, but wiring that to the inverter to kind of keep some authenticity. I will get to it, folks. I'm very happy to do it. I can do it as one of the viewers' questions videos. I just need to find some time to slot it in. But yeah, the whole point of this is to help people, and I'm very happy to do it.